Okay, it is time to get on to mission number 5, Assault on the Control Room. Don't let that part-time mislead you. The 15 minutes is very short for how long this mission really is. Even doing on easy mode just for the sake of being able to speed through things to get part-time, you can still end up cutting it pretty close, and that's with, running, pretty much running straight past just about everything you can. Okay, we gotta see the opening cutscene again. But yeah, there is a big skip very early on in this mission, which I've never been able to pull it off, and I wouldn't do it for this video, even if I was able to do it, because it makes this level, like, insanely trivial. Because I don't know, show it a bit more once we get there, but let's see if we can. Wow. No! No! Ah, snap. I don't know why I was ducking there. So one death already. Okay, well that was a much better beginning. Yeah, the first encounter here is a little bit unfortunate on legendaries because they send out 2 of these red elites, and I'm pretty sure they're almost always red elites on legendary difficulty. Because like I've said before, I used the beginning of that mission on normal difficulty just as a quick test, and it's usually like 1 blue elite. Alright, so we got rid of him on that. Okay. We'll be a little bit... Ow. Yeah, a little bit conservative here in this opening room. And as much as possible to try to take out these grunts with a plasma pistol, because I like to save the regular pistol ammo for different situations, because as I've said before, the plasma pistol is usually usually a pretty common weapon drop from a bunch of enemies. Try the plasma rifle on these guys. We haven't used the plasma rifle all that much so far. And where did you duck behind? There you are. I could have sworn there was another elite in here somewhere. But I guess I was wrong.
The Covenant presence here
is
stronger than I anticipated. They seem to have the entire
let's get our plasma pistol. So yeah, we'll see the area where you started to skip here in just a second.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
the weather
there is a Banshee there, and it only appears on heroic and legendary difficulties. And there's a very specific spot you stand on out here, like... Yikes! Yeah, very specific spot you stand on down there, and then you duck at a specific time, and then... Oh yeah, that you can probably hear it is directly below us. This is a 2-level bridge. But yeah, I want to deal with this guy. There we go. Now there is also a secondary wing, but yeah, if you duck on a certain spot, and then he'll swing around, and then he'll sort of like grind against there, and you sort of walk around here, and it'll kind of trick the elite that's in there to get out, and then you can grab the Banshee, and then you're able to fly to the rest of the level, and no enemies whatsoever will spawn. It's, you know, it's one of those things where it sounds somewhat simple, but I promise you that it is a lot harder. I kind of practiced trying it just to see if I could do it. I've tried that a few times, and I just could never get the timing down at all. But if you're looking for a you know, efficient way of dealing with this mission on higher difficulties, and you know, definitely look into trying to practice it. I mean, it's pretty early in the mission, so you know, you could probably get to a point where you can practice it without taking up too much time. And yeah, these glass surfaces there are destructible, so you want to be careful. They can shoot out the glass from underneath you. And there is also a secondary method without doing that that's even harder, where it involves jumping down off of there and then jumping down to a second ridge below that, and then you need to get to another, you walk along like a low stretch of the cliff down there, and then you sort of slide down on that rock you could barely see over there. And like I said, I've tried doing that one as well. The first jump, whoa! I had no clue he was coming for me already. I got really lucky there. Yeah, the very first jump, honestly, isn't too difficult. The second jump is insanely difficult. And since I've only managed that second jump, or fall really, it's not much of a jump, but I've only managed that maybe a handful of times, so I've only gotten a handful of attempts at doing that. So yeah, it's another one I've never managed, but once again, if you're able to pull those off, you know, hey. Oh, I was gonna say, I knew there was elite coming here, and let me recharge my shields. But yeah, since, you know, those make the mission insanely trivial, you know, because, you know, for whatever reason, it makes it so no enemies spawn. Oh, these guys over here are starting to get bold. Yeah, you can see the hunter over there. Luckily, that's what we have our pistol for. Alright, I want to not grab that just in case I get, yeah, just in case I would have gotten, hunter bombed into the next life. There we go. Alright, and then I think there's some extra pistol ammo over there as well, and we'll grab the health packet. So yeah, since this is no major skips that we're doing here, it's very unlikely we're gonna get this whole level done in one segment, because I don't want to do like those hour-long segments necessarily. So we'll see how far we get within like the half hour or so. But yeah, this is one of those missions where people kind of talk a little bit about like repetitive corridors. This is like a mission that they're usually referring to. This in the library, because you see like rooms like the one we were just in, and hallways like that quite frequently. Now, it's worth mentioning, and I didn't mention it while I was on the bridge because there was a lot going on there, but like rooms like this where you see like these grunts kind of just like sleeping in random spots here and there. Like they're in like places like on that bridge as well. Yes, we got them. Yeah, like the positions they're in can be rather random. Wow, we snuck through this room amazingly well. Yeah, if you can get a lot of good assassinations and not let that lead see you, you can usually get through that room without having an insane amount of unfortunate things happen. Alright, get him off of that shade. So, we got a big Wraith tank over there that's causing us all kinds of issues. Fortunately, that elite decided to... Whoa. Alright, so our... Ow. No, don't kill... Wow, that Wraith is going ham. Alright, I want to grab this sniper rifle here. Wow, I don't think I have any Marines left. That kind of sucks. And why are these guys? These guys aren't supposed to come all the way up here like this. No! My health packet. Alright, since that kind of went very poorly, that Wraith was uber aggressive, bombing my friends into slag. We're just gonna swing right around here. Hopefully not get, like, vaporized by their weapons. Alright. Now, the only danger is when you're in a Covenant vehicle. Covenant vehicles have health. And, I would say, hopefully that elite doesn't, like, get in there. That Wraith is... Whoa! I almost, splattered myself out of there. Alright. Luckily, I don't think that Wraith will bother us too much more. But, yeah, we lost all of our allies. Alright. Oh, shoot. These guys already started coming. I want to try to get... Yeah, I want to try to get to the health packet that's over there. Okay. There's a checkpoint. So let me get out of here and walk over. Once again, it's one of those situations where it'd be really great to have the Marine allies, because especially if you can get the sniper rifle guy on your tank for a little while, they're pretty good at picking off minor annoying enemies like jackals and elites that are on the foot over here. So we're gonna be rolling along with our tank for a nice little while here. There's like, yeah, there's like 3 Wraiths. Yeah, there's like 3 of these Wraiths that we have to deal with in this section here. And this mission is a insane exercise in enemy management. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank God his corpse decided to take the brunt of that Wraith bomb, because I think I was about to get smoked. See, things get a little bit better once you're able to get rid of a major wraith. Maybe there was only 2 wraiths over here. Yeah, aiming with the tank in this one is a little iffy. And you know, once again, elite health is ridiculous. Okay, I think he finally got wasted. It looks like we're far enough away where that wraith isn't targeting us for whatever reason. There we go. And then there's going to be 2 hunters coming up from the inside of this tunnel. And... ow. Oh, I was going to say... I vaguely remembered a Banshee being a part of this whole nightmare, but I hadn't seen him yet. Ugh. Now, in theory, you can splatter hunters with your tank. I don't recommend trying it. Okay, there should be one more hunter. It looks like he's, like, chilling out back down here for some reason. Because I only see the one. Okay, there he is. Alright. So, all things considered, that was a fairly decent stretch. Like I said, I had forgotten about that Banshee, and he could have really made my life miserable with the way he sort of just snuck up on me, and especially with that hunter creeping up and potentially blasting me apart. The hunter cannon. So, yeah, this part's a little bit better if you have the tank. That elite was just like, big explosion, what's that? Oof. He dropped grenades and he wasn't too happy. So yeah, there's all kinds of enemies over there. Including a couple hunters, so if we're able to take out a bunch of guys, and as you know, as far as that goes, and then there's a shade over there, a shade over there. There's a bunch of shades in this room, so that's another thing that's good to try to take out. And oh boy, that jackal was ready to take me out. Well, I think that elite just got splash damage right off the cliff. It's always pretty good. Ow. And these jackals on the bridge here are really frustrating when they target you. Okay, I think I got him finally. Alright, yeah, especially if you can knock those shades sort of askew. It's always good because that'll keep another grunt from getting inside of it. And picking up the assault on you, and maybe even like blowing it off the bridge entirely. Alright, there goes another. Guy, and yeah, this part isn't the most exciting to watch, but it does save a lot of time. And oh man, he just shrugged off that tank shot like it was nothing. Alright, did I finally get that guy? Alright, well there's a hunter down. I think we're safe to... Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I'd attacked that shade before, but as you can see, another grunt had taken up residency over there. Alright, well now he's finally been vaporized. Alright. Now there is one more hunter at least over here somewhere. Before I do that, I'm gonna see what I can scope out over here. It's facing the wrong way. Alright, I think it's on this side. Yeah, you go over here. Signs of Marines that had tried to make a stand against a hunter. And unfortunately, things didn't work out too swell for them. Now, where did that hunter just decide to amble around to? So we'd be able to pick him off. Yeah, as long as I can see a little bit of that orange there. There we go. Just need a little bit of orange to target. Yeah, it's not the most exciting strategy, but it's very safe. That can, and like I said, that can go a little bit faster if you're lucky enough to have some of your Marines from earlier still alive, and especially the one that has a sniper rifle, because he'll be able to target enemies over here, and he might at least take out a couple of the elites or jackals. But as long as you take care of all those shades so they're not constantly harassing you, you can usually target you can usually target everyone else there without dealing with too much stress. And I hope you keep a lot of these locations memorized, because we may be seeing some places again later on in this game. You know, a little hint for anyone that hasn't played this before. Ow. If we can try to hang out this jackal up here. Firing uphill is not one of the tank's strong suits, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, especially we don't want to have to deal with him like overcharge shotting us. That's no bueno. dealing with those guys. So yeah, so far hasn't been too bad. We had that death at the very beginning, when that first attempt at getting out of the opening room. Wow. That's definitely nowhere near where I was trying to aim at. Man, splash damage is not in my favor with dealing with these guys. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't help that I'm also like, having to ice skate uphill, trying to shoot these guys. And your machine gun turret, which is really inaccurate. Stop stealing my health, you jerks. Okay, so we're finally out of the hole. Once again, another another shade turret that it's generally a good idea to destroy. And a fun fact, like I said, the Covenant vehicles have health, but it doesn't really matter so much like if they get abused beforehand, because they'll usually be okay when you try to go in them. But yeah, once you're in them, you know, health issues and all that. So there'll be some enemies pouring out from in here. Ah. Ugh. And I said I could have Marines on here. The only sort of thing you have to worry about is that they can get killed without even really taking direct damage, because they basically take damage, like a fraction of the damage that happens to like any shot that lands on your tank. Oh. You know, I thought there was one of you up here. And I think there's a couple more hunters that are going to come around the bend here in a second. So we're going to be on the lookout. That's great, too. The shade that we knocked off of there ended up... Yeah, that ended up landing on its feet, and a random grunt just decided to get into it. Alright, we got that hunter, and... he's hiding behind the rocks over here with a couple of his elite buddies. Alright, so we didn't get vaporized by the hunter. And sadly, we're going to have to say farewell to our tank pretty soon. Alright, that works too. Getting that guy blasted off of the cliff there. See, you think like this thing is a targeting thing, but exactly how precise it is somewhat suspect.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
Aha! Well, you were wrong, weren't you? Yo! More hunters again. So here we can yeah, we can get a a great perspective of that troops getting loaded onto our tank. Whoa! Good thing that we ended up having that grunt like just totally yeet that plasma grenade into the stratosphere. So yeah, you can just sort of approach, let them come down and get them as they come up, but like taking the fight to them, always good. Aye. Oh, well. Yeah. There. Okay. Yeah, and obviously we're not going to be able to fit our tank in through this nonsense. But, alright, I'm going to save that. Now, there's a couple of invisible elites. Ow. Not one of my smarter plays there. Actually, if I throw a frag... There we go. That's a little bit more like what I was hoping to accomplish. Yo. Good grief. I have no clue what was going on there. So, yeah, that was probably one of the ugliest performances we've had so far. Alright, I'm gonna abandon the pistol just for a moment. So this will probably be the last thing we do in this video, is clearing out this section up here, because fortunately we have a lot of rockets to work with, and you really kind of need them. Wow. There. Part of me had forgotten how aggressively those enemies came down. Ow. And all our Marine buddies died, but honestly, it's not really the end of the world. Ugh. Ay, God, no! This thing is the worst weapon. I have like two of the worst weapons for trying to melee. Yeah, our Marine buddies all died. That's not awful because they don't accompany you past this open area here anyway. So it's not a huge loss. I mean, having them like help you out a little bit is obviously kind of nice, but you can do a lot worse than ow. Trying to clear this out by yourself. I'm more disturbed by how poorly I handled every other enemy except those invisible elites in that last section. Alright. And there's a couple obnoxious guys. Ah, nuts. Alright. See, yeah, I was trying to trigger some of these guys because, yeah, there's always more annoying things to deal with. It's just a matter of how far up the cliff you have to be before they start coming after you. No. Ugh. Where was he from? Alright. Yeah, and this is definitely why this will be the very last thing I try to do here. Okay. Now. Good. That ow is more like it. Oh, shit. Ha. Alright, well, we found the play anyhow. I didn't expect to sleepwalk through this mission without my share of death, so... Okay. Take care of this guy. There we go. Yeah, you have to be a little bit bold when you're confronting those Banshees with a rocket launcher because they'll... Yeah, they'll basically wait you out forever. Or, I mean, well, they'll dodge you pretty efficiently. Alright, so we have some more rockets and a health pack. I kind of forgot that was a thing over there. And let's go back and grab our pistol. Alright, well, actually... maybe I'll keep the sniper. I think there's opportunities for that, and it never hurts to have this guy for different parts. So we'll, like I said, I think might be one or two more guys I have to worry about cleaning out. And we'll be able to... They'll be able to call this section completed. Yeah, there's going to be 2 elites waiting for us inside here. Hey! We kept all our health. Alright. So, let's see. Checkpoint. Checkpoint done. Alright. So, yeah, we'll call that for now, and next time when we come back, we'll most likely finish off this mission. Kind of reached a good halfway point there anyhow. So, yeah. Not too shabby. Like I said, that last part there was a little rough, but, you know, hey, it's legendary. What do you want? Alright, well, I'll see you all next time.